Here we have for sale our 2018 on an 18 plate Mercedes-Benz Vito. This is the 119 Sport crew van. This one has got the 2.1 litre Euro 6 diesel engine, as I say, the 119, so this is producing 190 brake horsepower, accompanied with that fantastic automatic gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase, or as otherwise known as the compact version, and crew meaning it's got the 2 rows of seats. So what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Mercedes-Benz Vito Sport crew van of this age. We'll also have a really good look at, of course, this particular example, looking at the condition, talk to you a bit about the previous ownership and service history as well, seeing as it is currently available for sale here today at Bridgend Van Centre. Now, starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, now you'll see all Vito Sport crews really of this age coming with a tailgate, so one door which comes up like so, and of course because they come from factory with the tailgate, they come glazed, so you do get the rear window, and that does come with the rear wiper as well. Now there are a couple of bits which have been changed on this particular example to further enhance it, and that is the nice rear spoiler which is on there. There's a couple of other bits as well which we'll talk you through as we're going around, but the Sport does come with a massive spec completely out of the box from factory. So that includes the LED lights, so these are the actual LED tail lights on this particular example. Of course, it's not going to be any benefit in broad daylight like we're showing you here today, but at night time they do look very, very smart, these sort of vertical lines in the lights. You also get parking sensors, so you can see here that you've got rear parking sensors, and of course the Sport comes with a number of elements color-coded, of course including the bumpers. Now this particular example has got tow bar preparation, so you can see you have got the electrics under there, and as I say, all ready just literally to fit the ball of the tow bar. Everything else is all in there ready to go. You also get a reversing camera on the Sport, so it's what I really like with these is it's so discreet you wouldn't even know there was a reversing camera there. There's a little hatch just here. When you put the vehicle into reverse, that drops down and unveils that reversing camera. In terms of condition then to the rear of the vehicle, the only thing I can really fault is there's a little hairline mark here just above my finger at the rear. So it's not massively noticeable, but you'll notice that as we go around. If there's anything that I can see, I will gladly point it out to you for maximum transparency. Looking at the rear bumper, there's a couple of minor touch-ins just to the top of the rear bumper, but all in all, very presentable. And I've probably said this in videos before where we've had Vitos. I think black really is the best colour for these. They look so smart in black. Opening up the rear then, this is where we can start to have a look inside the back of the vehicle, inside the load area. So this trim on the sides here, this is what Mercedes call their comfort trim in the back. So it comes from factory like this, all carpeted, and as I say, with these plastic trims as well on the side. Now there are some hidden sort of storage compartments behind here, and there's also a nice little 12-volt socket just there as well. They also come with these rails, which are fantastic for storage, because what these little hooks are here are movable tie-down points, so you can move those at different points along the rail. And as I say, if you've got cargo there in the center, you can use some cord or maybe some bungee cords to tie that all down and keep it nice and secure so it's not rattling around here in the back. A nice little feature on this particular one is it has got the rear quarter lights, and I don't believe they come with that as standard, but I have seen that on Vitos before. But it's just a really nice feature. I think from the outside of the vehicle it gives a better continuation along the side of the van, but inside, as I say, just allows a little bit more light through. They are complete privacy glass, so from the outside it's almost difficult to tell that it is even glass, because it's, as I say, it's very blacked out, but as I say, inside it certainly adds some extra light. On the Vitos as well, you do get a fantastic headlining all the way through as well, which is really popular on these. It gives it much more of a car-like feel, and this is a proper sort of soft touch cloth material to the whole headlining. On the rear then, this little glass or should I say looks like glass but plastic bit of trim. That is actually a parking sensor display, so as you're reversing, little lights will come on here to show you how close you are getting to an object behind. But overall, in the back of here, the condition really is very, very good indeed. The floor is in fantastic condition. The sides, the plastics, we very commonly see these sort of trims here. These get quite scratched and things if these have had maybe a slightly harder life. But as you can see here, in fabulous order throughout the rear of the van. Now, the previous ownership is one owner from new, this particular vehicle. So it's one company owner. They've had it from brand new, and I believe it to be one of the director's vehicles. It has been incredibly well maintained. So we have evidence of 4 previous Mercedes-Benz services being carried out on this vehicle. It looks like they had a service plan on the vehicle, and as I say, that has led to it being brilliantly well maintained. Every year or a certain mileage, they've had it in, and always done with the same Mercedes-Benz dealer by the looks of it. So as I say, really, really nicely maintained. Looking at the wheels then, you get these lovely black 18-inch alloy wheels from, of course, from Mercedes. And again, another sign that this vehicle has been so well maintained is it has got Pirelli Scorpion Verde tyres all round, which so you don't often see that on vans, and fantastic tread left on those tyres. Same on the front, of course, as you can see there. Now, a couple of other bits on the side of the van here. You can see you've got a nice set of chrome sidebars, and there's a nice set of black roof rails just there, and a really nice feature which these don't come as standard on this particular van is this one has got twin electric open and close side loading doors. A really, really nice feature. Opening up the back then, again, something that wouldn't come as standard, and that is these brilliantly retrimmed seats, which of course have been done in black leather with this contrasting red stitching, and you've got the red Mercedes-Benz emblems there in the headrest, but they just really do set the van off so nicely. Of course, you have got armrests on the 2 outer seats, and you've got ISOFIX compatibility on the 2-seater bench just here. Now, these are split as a 2+1 configuration, so you can take that single seat out if you wanted to load longer items down that side. And the lovely thing with Vito seats is you've got a lot of versatility. So using this little handle just here, you can actually fold the seat down, and you can recline it as well. So if we put it into that position just there, you can see that for your rear passengers, I say you can recline them there for a bit of extra comfort. But again, in the back of here, the condition is absolutely spot on. Looking at the floor, the back of the front seats with these little storage nets just there, it's really in very, very good order. Clearly not used for any heavy work. Opening up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside the cab here, and again the theme very much continues. Fantastic condition of all of the plastics inside here, the step, the floor. You can see it's got the proper sport overmats in there, the seats in the front here, and the leather with the double sort of Bentley stitch red stitching in the front. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Plenty of adjustability here as well to the driver's seat with lumbar support as well. You've got a leather multifunctioning steering wheel on the left hand side, then you've got your onboard computer controls, and on the right hand side you've got your volume for the radio as well. You've got some paddles on here as well for your gear shifts if you wanted to use that. The vehicle is running at the moment, so you can see it's idling there at the moment, just below 800 revs approximately, and you can see the mileage in the middle, 33,852, so lovely miles on this particular example. You can see there's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard as well. If I turn this over to the left hand side, this little stalk that we're looking at here, this is for your cruise control and speed limiter, and you can see the keys just behind there. If the camera will focus on those, 2 full remote keys with the vehicle. Down to the right hand side then, you can see that you have got auto activated lights. On top of the driver's door, you've got electric windows, electric folding mirrors, and you've also got heated seats as well in the front. I say these really do have a very, very impressive spec to them compared to maybe some of the others, some of their competitors. Looking into the centre then, spec continues here again, so you've got satellite navigation just there, as you can see displayed on the screen. Of course you can connect your phone to this as well via Bluetooth, and there's also a USB and an AUX port just there. Now, as I say, you have got with the electric doors, there's a number of ways you can open and close them, so that actually includes buttons here on the dashboard. So by pushing on that button just there, the door will then shut automatically. Just a fantastic feature. You can actually as well, there's a button on the key, that tag moves out of the way, there's a little button on the key just there as well to open one of the doors as well if you want to. Air conditioning, of course, comes as standard on the Sport, and if I put the vehicle into reverse, now on Vitos there's this little lever here to control the gearbox, very familiar on the Mercedes-Benz cars, and you can see then if I put the vehicle into reverse, that displays then your reversing camera. You push the button on the end then to go back into park. But fantastic condition inside here, brilliant spec, as I'm sure you can appreciate as well. And moving further around the front of the van, I'm just trying to keep an eye out for any sort of marks or blemishes or anything like that, but largely it's in really, really good order. Towards the front of the vehicle then, I guess this is as to be expected. There are a few stone chips and blemishes here to the front bumper and to the bonnet. Nothing excessive, but as I say, certainly just worth mentioning there. Just a couple of low down little blemishes there. A really nice feature which comes on the Sport as well is the LED intelligent light system from Mercedes, which is a much brighter headlight with these beautiful LED daytime running lights which you can see there. They also come with these nice chrome trims on the grille. This particular example has had a front splitter added to it, which I think is really, really subtle and just sets the van off so nicely. I think that is such a good looking van. And finally then, looking here down the passenger side of the vehicle, it's very straight, this vehicle, I must say. Really nice and clean. Other than, as I say, the odd stone chip here or there, there's a couple of sort of marks here where it's sort of, you know, stones and things are flicked up off the front wheels just on the bottom of the passenger door. No, I thought that was a hairline mark, but it was a hair. But as I say, all in all, it's looking really, really nice there. Have a look at the rear seats from this angle. That's such a nice feature, the electric doors. And it gives you another look then at those rear seats, having a look at the condition. And from the passenger side as well, really good order here. And you've got all the wallet and everything up there as well on top of the dashboard. You can also shut the door from that little button just there, and you can just walk away and it will take care of that for you. So just to summarize then, this is a one owner from new 2018 on an 18 plate Mercedes-Benz Vito. It's the 119 Sport, the short wheelbase, or the compact as some people call it, crew van with that fantastic automatic gearbox, finished in, I believe the colour is obsidian black is what it's called, but a lovely metallic black on this vehicle. A whole host of spec which comes as standard on the Sport, but of course this one has got the massive benefit of the leather interior and also the electric twin side loading doors, impeccably maintained by its one previous company owner via that, as I believe it to be a Mercedes-Benz service plan, so 4 previous Mercedes-Benz services. Pirelli Scorpion tyres all round. I'd say that really does say a lot about the vehicle as well. Brilliant condition, other than of course the tiny little blemishes or marks that I have tried to point out to you as best that I can. I don't think this one would be one that you'd be disappointed with. Now, if you haven't seen the full advert already, I would urge you to head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk, and have a look at it on there. If you're looking at this video maybe via one of the many advertising platforms, Auto Trader, eBay, etc., our own website will be the best place to view all of the photographs and all of the details about the vehicle. So by all means head over to there and have a look. If you are interested, I would urge you to pick up the phone, give us a call on either of the numbers which you can see listed there at the bottom left of the sign. Of course, there's a number of other ways you can contact us as well on the website, but this is often the quickest way of registering your interest and getting the vehicle secured for you if you are at all interested. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide. Thank you very much for watching.